Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today to watch the Oscars with me, or at least have reactions. I'm not gonna be able to show the Oscars really. Um, we'll see. Um, I've got. You guys know I'm from Cambodia. It is coming up on 6 a.m. when the Oscars are set to um, go live. It's the top of the hour, which is 12 minutes away. Um, and I'm logged, I registered with itv.com. And so I was just watching like the pre show and then got kicked off for a minute and I'm jumping back in. But yeah, as some of you may or may not know, I'm uh, with the Oscar Selection Committee of Cambodia, the Cambodia Oscar Selection Committee, COSC, and excuse me, I hope I'm loud enough. And so we choose the Oscars, the movie to send for the foreign language film category of the Oscars, and so that's why I'm a little bit picky about uh, kind of copyright, and not because of YouTube or anything like that, but because of my standing with the Academy. Um, I don't want to be in any kind of violations, but that doesn't stop us from having a chat about what we're watching on a different device or a different window. In my case, I've got two Chrome windows open, uh, one with ITV and then and one with my StreamYard, so that we could chat about what's going on, what's happening. Um, and I guess my internet's being kind of slow right now. Obviously, I'm connected because I'm live with you. Um, but my ITV one is still loading. So hopefully that kind of gets going. Yeah, normally, for the last, I don't know how many years, I've been in Cambodia for 17, but maybe the last 13 or 14 years, I've done an Oscar watch party. Um, it normally starts at like 7 or 8 in the morning. Um, but this year, it's I got a double whammy because not only did the Oscars move it forward and at least by 1 hour when they normally start, but you got the fall back thing, spring forward, fall back, um, happening as well. Uh, so anyway, there's that. Um, so should get started in like 8 minutes, um, and then we'll watch together and see what's happening. I can always let me see if I share my whole screen. Let me see what that looks like. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can hear, there's two cats that are um, whining. I mean, they're like getting ready to fight with each other. It's irritating. Sorry if you hear them. Hmm. And sorry for being a little bit sleepy. You can fast forward if you're watching this on replay for some reason. If you didn't um, didn't have the occasion to watch the Oscars live and you're looking for something, um, please just fast forward to when it actually starts. So I've sharing on StreamYard yet. I guess this is why I kind of started a little bit early before the show starts to make sure we get everything up and running all right. Hmm. It's funny because little icon on the taskbar is like showing okay. Sorry for that little delay there for a minute. Um, let's see. It looks like okay. So I lost my internet connection for a minute. Um, so
Who knew?
That's what we want. That's what we want more of, that kind of stuff.
More of this.
You know, Lily Gladstone, we were just briefly talking about it, but that is some performance. And I don't think I've heard anyone who didn't appreciate that.
If I show you like this,
that part.
I think I would definitely be in trouble, like
one
with
of the
copyright.
quiet performances.
So, but I'm wondering um, if I do it like this. Hmm. Ah, I'm not saying anything. Can you hear me now? Then just saying, of course, my internet is being spotty. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, okay, yeah. I just wasn't saying anything, which is a miracle, right? Oh, so, oh, okay. Uh, let me, because if I share the audio, in order to share the audio, also share. Oh wait, okay.
Were at the top of their game. I don't deny everyone's skill.
Just
It just
Seems like there's a
made me
delay with
angry.
This will cheer you up.
you.
Here's Zendaya on the red carpet. Let's
It's
have a
not
look at
like
this.
you're on the other side of the
you go.
world or anything.
Oh, it's Kerry Mulligan. It's just like, even just as good.
That's
Come on.
true.
Zendaya, Kerry Mulligan.
Gorgeous.
This is it. You can
So
see
what
they're
do you
really
think,
playing the end
Michael?
game. The
I have
the
it
show's
all
starting in
like
3-4
this.
minutes.
There she is.
Wow. There's Zendaya. She was there a moment ago.
Copyright issues.
Looking, of course, like $1 million.
Bunch,
I don't want to be in
honestly.
violation of any copyright issues.
Ah.
We've got 3 minutes before the show starts. And here's something
I
that I was going to
checked the
mention
little
earlier on.
box.
I've got in these envelopes, if you'd like to look in there. Because over the years, we've come to expect certain things from Oscar acceptance speeches. You get tears, as you've already mentioned. Winners thanking their loved ones, their agents. You get political statements. So we thought it might be fun to play along with a bit of Oscar's bingo.
Great.
Bingo cards like this for everyone here. And you cross it off when you hear it.
People
For
would just
example,
have
I
to
wasn't
watch it on
expecting this.
a
I
different
promised I wouldn't
device.
cry. The winner is Oppenheimer.
Chat
And if you want to play along at home, you
is
can
for
find out
watching
Oscar's
on our
bingo
own
cards on
computer.
ITV's official Facebook
And
page. So print them out and you can join us playing bingo as well. And remember, you can get in touch with us to share your thoughts on tonight's Oscars by emailing oscars@itv.com or tag ITV on social media and
as
we'll
I
find you
mentioned
there.
in the
So this, I
beginning,
think we should
when
play
I
along with this.
first
Yeah.
live
And Richard, I know you're cash
is
rich this evening.
I am.
You bought
I am.
plenty,
I
eh?
bought.
Where
I
is
thought we
it?
were going to place bets.
We could make it interesting if you want.
I don't want to
Do
be
you
in
think
trouble.
there will be much in the way of kind of political statements this evening, or do you think people, because people seem, it used to be much more
So,
commonplace, I think, but people seem actually much more kind of, I think, either restrained or worried about showing their hand?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think there will be. I think there'll be something. I mean, it's already running late.
Yeah, yeah. But that's not the people in the building. That's outside. I'm talking about the stars. I'm talking about the
sure.
the people.
Maybe that's the atmosphere. Maybe it will all seep through.
So will they capture the zeitgeist in that way, or
Do
will
you
they?
have?
I'm hoping so.
With the Mask of the Red Death, and they ignore what's going on outside.
TV
I'm
or
hoping for chaos and
you
then
can watch it on?
here.
Which of you enjoys the face of the performer who doesn't win?
Oh,
the camera's still on them.
Love it.
Oh,
so
I
much.
love it.
So good.
I love it with a passion burning inside my heart, especially when, you know, when the eye goes and they're trying not to, and then it goes a bit, and I'm thinking, go on, just scream, let the rage out, you know, because especially when you've sort of been gassed into thinking that you're gonna win.
Oh, it'd be so great just to see someone just sweep the table.
Yeah, I'm not having this.
Well, you know, tonight may be your night. You never
Fantastic.
know. Maybe we'll get that kind of internalized rage finally coming out as someone, maybe Mark Ruffalo, feels overlooked by delivering what we consider to be a wonderfully nuanced performance, but some people thought was a little bit too much. I think they're finding their seats now. I'm just going to find out how long before we go to it. Okay, so it's 1 minute 10 before it starts this, so we're getting ready for it now. How many of you, I know you said you've not watched it live, but how many of you have done the marathon of staying up right to the very end?
My
Because
audio
it's
is
easy,
jumbled
she's
now.
running an hour earlier
The
for us,
video fine.
which is good, but have you done it live all the way through to the end, Richard?
I only when I was in LA on Oscar weekend, and I didn't go to the ceremony, of course, but I went to a lot
So
of
what I'm
parties. It's a bit
wondering,
like the football, they
Michael,
have screens in the bars and people watch it live. So
Wow.
I did.
let me pause that for a second. So what I'm wondering is, do you have, when I'm full screen, my audio is fine. Okay. If when the Oscars actually start, I take this off my screen and it's just me, do you have a TV or something that you're able to watch the Oscars on? And then we can just chat about anything you think, you know, about what you're seeing on your TV, but not actually seeing it here like I have the screen set up now. I'm fine now when it's paused. Right. So if I take this part off screen, if I go like this, right? Are you still able to watch it on something else that you have? You have another device. You're not sure what ABC, I think so. Because so right now they're doing a montage. And we've got Jimmy Kimmel, the host, sitting next to Barbie, like where the old lady was. Okay. So Jimmy Kimmel's coming on stage. They're showing various people sitting in the crowd. Says you can watch it on Hulu. And then I would just be on your phone. Yeah, that would be the best thing. Like I said, I don't want to push anything with the academy. If I was just a normal everyday person, maybe I wouldn't mind. But I got copyrighted. I mean, if I violate copyright, then they could say, you know what, we're revoking your status as the committee. So so Jimmy Kimmel's saying that like we're already 5 minutes over because they always go late, with the show because everyone's speeches are so long and stuff like this. So he's joking because they're starting late, they're already 5 minutes over. Mm. Thank you for understanding. I'm glad you're here. He was mentioning that Barbie was the biggest hit of the year, I guess by box office. Mm. If they don't win an award, if Barbie and Ken don't win an award, they've already won the genetic. So I think they're also talking about Oppenheimer. Okay, keep looking. So he's naming everybody that's in Oppenheimer. Mm, mm. So Robert Downey Jr. went like this on the nose because he said, because Jimmy Kimmel said one of the highest moments in his career for Robert Downey Jr. Meaning like when you're on drugs, you're high also, and then he's like on the nose and they're joking about all this. What was I saying about Barbie? I actually watched it. Really good. I told my wife to watch it. She liked it too. Yeah, I went and saw it too. I enjoyed it. They just that he was making jokes. Jimmy Kimmel's come out on stage, and so he started with Barbie, making jokes about Barbie, then Oppenheimer. Now he's talking about four things. He just mentioned Anatomy of the Fall. Mm. Mhm. So he mentioned that there's like two people named Yorgos, and then he goes like, "Who's gonna win?" Yorgos is like your guess. Let's say Yorgos is as good as mine. I was talking about Emma Stone. Just saying the movies were too long. I'm breaking up again. Sorry. Oh, you have to watch it on the expensive Hulu. And you don't have regular ABC. Talking about Bradley Cooper now. He's making jokes about him bringing his mother. Hmm. Well, he mentioned that Robert De Niro and Jodie Foster were both nominated for Taxi Driver in '78, and now they're both nominated again. He's mentioning Willie Gladstone as the first Native American to be nominated for Best Actor. Actress. Hmm. He's naming different actors that are here tonight. Hmm. Mentioned that three of the foreign language films are also up for Best Picture this year, which says they're going to be next year. They're going to be adding a new category: achievement in casting. Oh, calls out Steven Spielberg and says, "Are you here because you're nominated or because you have season tickets?" Mentioning the actor strike. You've got to help with Skylar. Good luck. Thank you, Michael, for popping in. I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't, can't actually show the show. Can't show the show. Hope Skylar's doing well. Stunts, yeah, that would be good. The stunt coordinator or the stunt choreographer. Okay, talk to you later. He's thanking all the crew people, naming all the different types of crew on the movie set. And he's got a lot of people coming up out on stage. He says he's gonna make sure that the show goes late so that they get in time. So finally his opening monologue is done. We're jumping to actors in a supporting role. Oh, this is interesting. So they had a screen with the pictures of all the nominees, and now they've got all the nominees on stage instead of being seated. Oh no, okay, not the nominees. Who are these five women? Are these all the best actress nominees that are on stage to present to the best supporting actress? Um, so Jamie Lee Curtis has the envelope to be presenting. I wonder if these are all last year's nominees. And so each one of the five. So each one of the five women on stage are introducing one of the actresses that's currently nominated. one of the nominees, a young black woman, um, just mentioned that she wore her grandmother's glasses during the role in honor to her grandmother. And we got Rita Moreno introducing America to Europe. This is interesting, this new format that they're doing. Now they're introducing books. It's kind of nice how they're, I mean, this is definitely not the normal Oscars. Usually you just have two presenters come out, read the names, they say the winner, that's it. But here, so Divine something, one of the two black women that were nominated is the winner. I don't know her full name, Divine. Anyway, so they really gave like honor to all the nominees. So whichever one doesn't win, they've all been recognized in a very special way. So I wonder if they're going to do this for every category, or if it's just here at the start in the first one. Divine Joy Randolph in The Holdovers. Just thanking God if you got an Oscar bingo. Started as a singer. Her mother said, "Go across the street to that theater. There's something there for you." Buffering for a second. I think she mentioned that maybe a school teacher said, like, thank you because you saw me. Publicist, I thank you for seeing me. That's powerful. That's really powerful. I love the end of the show, it's got everyone's in tears. Alrighty, commercial break. So I'm watching a UK feed, and they've got their little commentary show right now. So I'm just going to mute that for a minute and say this is I'm intrigued that they've got me intrigued. The Academy and the Oscar show has me intrigued as to what they, this format is already coming. Once the monologue was the opening monologue. That's normal, right? But then the way they presented the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress as the first Oscar that they gave was very much different right out of the gate. So I'm like, I'm already intrigued as to what are they going to do next that's different. And I think it was good. I really think it was good because so many, in fact, on this this British talk show format, when before, pre-show, one of the guys was saying, just once I'd like to see that nominated somebody who didn't win, like, be angry instead of like, oh, good for you, good for you. He'd like to see like some emotion, right? And this really, I think, helps stave off that if you don't win, you were just recognized by other, I don't know, and I didn't hear when these 5 women came on stage exactly who they were. I mean, were they former Best Supporting Actress winners? Were they just random actresses that they decided to be presenters? I don't know. I missed if they even said it. I missed what their representation was, to be out there giving those tributes. But that aside, these actors that were there on stage to give tribute to each of the nominees, I think that's a good thing. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. I thought that was good. And now I'm interested to know what other surprises they format. And I did not see the movie The Holdovers yet. So they have a countdown on this show. There's 22 Oscars to go. Okay, and here it comes back on. I don't know if you can hear. I've got my volume up as loud as it can, so maybe you can hear the Oscar show. This is the holdover. They're showing clips of the holdovers. Jimmy Kimmel's. So I'm buffering right now, but he was just joking that like, oh, if you didn't win, then stick around because we'll give you the silver Oscar for second place, you know, and stuff. Ugh. I need to refresh, not StreamYard. I need to refresh. The Oscars. Let's see. Chris Helmsworth and somebody I don't recognize. They're introducing animated shorts. And this is more of the standard. This is what they normally do. They're, they're running through just a short clip of each short film with the name. So animated short film. The war is over, inspired by John Yoko. There's a guy coming up on stage. There's two normal looking producer director types, and then some guy that's got long hair and looks like John. It is. It's Sean. It's Sean. Thinking Peter Jackson. What he did. Why? So Sean said that his mother, Yoko Ono, is turning 90. She's 91 today, or anyway, she's 91, and it's Happy Mother's Day um, in the UK, and got the whole crowd to. Did they say Happy Birthday, Yoko? I think they did. So it must have been a birthday. That was interesting. Buffering again. I think they're jumping to the animated feature and showing quick clips with the name. Okay, animated feature film. The Boy and the Heron. and they weren't there. Representing the people representing that film weren't there, so they accepted it on their behalf. Buffering again, buffering. Oh, I hear the cats again. I gave them food this morning already. So let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 hours left. So it should be finished by 10 o'clock. I'm getting to watch UK commercials. And, I had one for menstrual pads. It was interesting. And it was also interesting that it was older women, like women my age. Instead of like, usually it's like teenagers or 20 somethings that they're using, you know. Interesting. Now they've got a commercial about water, monitoring water, wastewater, rainwater, water quality. Wessex Water, YTL Group. Another older couple having a picnic and traveling. So it seems like commercials are uh, really targeting Gen X more than they used to. Here's a younger person. The cats. No, it's Colgate toothpaste. So they never watch TV, so I never see commercials anymore. Not only do I not see commercials, I've never seen them from the UK. So now they've got an electric car commercial that is catered to the Oscars, not just a normal everyday one. This one is, but it's buffering, so I'm gonna go run down and check on the cats real quick. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, so we're on screenplay. American fiction. Go for the cats. And one of them ended up being outside. This, when I was looking, I haven't seen this movie, but it definitely looks good. I want to see it. Anyway, my cat was outside, not supposed to be outside, snuck outside. And then there was another cat outside stuck in a tree, afraid, and that's when it was crying. Say, he saw so many people that passed on this film. He's saying, I'm not being ridiculous. I started clapping. He's like, I only have 6 seconds, please. Mm. Like, it's like saying to the producers, instead of making one $200 million movie, make 20 $10 million movie. Very inspiring. He was like, the next Martin Scorsese is out there, the next Christopher Nolan is out there, movie people who are nominated. And but you got to give them a chance. It was nice. You know, Billie Eilish is and Phineas O'Connell singing "What Was I Made For." I hear this Billie Eilish name. I have no idea who she is. Very softly singing. I have no idea if that's her style or if it's just this song. She's got pink ribbons on, kind of frumpy looking. I don't know if that's like her style or what, or if it's just for this song. got a full orchestra. Interesting stage design. It's like a circle, like a portal with the instead of an orchestra pit in the front of the theater, you know, it's like the orchestra is up and behind. Very interesting. And then like through this portal. Something else earlier with the stage design. I was saying there were like 5 people that were presenting and stuff. They have these like almost like looks like tubes, like in science fiction, as if they're like transporter tubes. You know, I don't know if that was the intention, but that's the feeling that I got from the beginning. Now she's acting all surprised. But everybody in the crowd is super excited, teary eyed, clapping. Yeah. I don't get what the excitement is about that one. Oh my gosh, I got a cherry in my I had like a fruit salad. I'm saving that for last. I thought it was a grape. Picking cherries like this here in Cambodia are like a small like what would be like a small basket. It's like $15. Real expensive for cherries. I don't know where they're grown, maybe Japan. Imported from somewhere. I don't think anybody around here meaning like Asia, Southeast Asia. Hmm. So herbal essences is using a model that looks very fresh, maybe 30s or 40s, a little bit of lines, but not a lot of makeup, fresh looking. And we're buffering again on the stream. Green grape. Oh, I have tutoring today. Yeah, I can't forget that. Hmm. So now there's a commercial about kids and books and reading. Oh, and it's by McDonald's. Change a little, change a lot. And then Prime Video commercial. Wonder Blonde Serum Mascara. Oh, but they said mascara. Mascara. there's a Gen Xer with a Jack in the Box, an old school Jack in the Box. He's going through his whole day and he's got the box with him. Now he's at his doctor's office. And then it opens and there's nothing inside. And it's like, you don't know until you go see your general practitioner. Waiting for it to pop up. Go see your general. Okay, done with my fresh fruit. Oh, 7 a.m. here for me. These are quite long commercial breaks. I don't remember the commercial breaks being long before. Oh, I should have my little ballot and everything. Should be marking. This was so that I could like check off the movies that I've seen, but since I have it printed, I will. Adapted screenplay was American Fiction. Past Lives. So they're going through Best Picture throughout the show. They're showing Best Picture nominees. And this is Past Lives. Animated picture was The Boy with the Heron. The short animated. Oh, where is it? Supporting actress was Divine. Okay, so they're doing like hair and makeup and hairstyling. And so they've got Batman and also Birdman, Michael Keaton. And the lady with him is the mom of Home Alone. A lot of good nominees. Poor things. And there's 3 people. But only one is coming up on stage. Oh, there's a second one. There's the third one. And 3 people. How many of them are going to get to say something? This guy's chomping at the There he goes. Very short versions. And there goes the music. Now that big circle that I said looked like a portal with the orchestra, now it's kind of like the inside of the Capitol Dome. Like if you were looking up. Okay, production design. Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Logan, Oppenheimer. They all deserve nominations for things. For things. It's like a very surreal, almost like Salvador Dali, whatever, all that very surreal looking. I haven't seen the movie, but the clips they keep showing, very fantasy and surreal. Buffering. These two people, they have a really nice banter. They're going to finish before the music. There goes the music. John Cena. So there's this whole thing about it's the 50th anniversary of when a streaker ran across the stage in 1974. And so Jimmy Kimmel was like trying to convince John Cena to run, to streak. And John Cena's not wanting to do it. Oh my gosh. So he's like, give up the award. So he's walking, holding the big envelope to to go to the microphone, and it looks like he's naked. And he's giving out costume award. Costumes are so important. Actually, it's kind of Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Four Things. And now they've got him draped in like a curtain. Four Things again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oppenheimer not won anything yet. That's that's amazing if Oppenheimer doesn't win anything. She seems sweet. See the last three categories or more are all British people that are she's saying they made it during COVID. Has I'm expecting the music to start. There it goes. Bad Bunny is the name of a person. And I have heard Bad Bunny news or something. No idea who that is. So it's a commercial break, and they're talking about Emma Stone winning a BAFTA for lead actress. And she was thanking her acting coach and switch on. I could probably show you guys this part.
They've got hot and all. For us, they're two distinct sounds. So they're new sounds that they have to learn.
New sounds.
New sounds.
New sounds
Water.
for the new continent.
Yeah,
It's a
water and
two-way
pot.
street, water as well.
Yeah.
Right? Because I can always spot a British actor trying to play American
with
Water.
when they say that word.
Water,
And it's
yeah.
like, oh,
Water.
Go on,
that's the
Ben,
one
give it.
thing
Give us a
No,
water.
it's too hard. Water.
You need
Water.
Neil's way.
Water. I need this guy. Water.
Neil,
I'm very expensive.
Neil, you were with
Maybe not this guy.
you were with the wholesaler. You were out in
So
Budapest, I
true.
believe. You were working there with Emma Stone. Tell us a
Yep.
bit about working with her on those incredible sets.
I hate
I
water.
mean, she's a
when
delight
you
to
say
be around
the
and to work
T
with.
water,
We'd worked together
I hate that.
before on The Favourite and on
Sounded
Cruella, so we
like
knew
it's
each
water.
other well. She's looking at me there. Yeah, I mean, she's just a delight to work with. You know, she does the work. She wants to do the work. She likes taking notes. Not that she needs that many of them. Yeah, she's.
Well, Neil, all of us here but one are thrilled. that Paul has joined us as
I
well.
hear you hate it. Is this true?
I don't hate it.
No.
she
May I clarify?
Water.
I think all of those people are incredible.
Thank
I think they are all incredible. I'm really delighted they all won. No, I had a problem with one aspect of the film,
Right.
none of which we've seen so far.
We've only got a minute. Very briefly, though, the Billie Eilish performance amazing. And were you all pleased to see Hayao Miyazaki getting the Oscar for The Boy and the Heron?
What a film.
Yes.
Boy and the Heron.
Oh,
Superb.
yeah.
That guy, I mean, he always retires and comes back. I hope he just
Yeah.
keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Well, he's retired twice that I know of and come back, but and let's hope that he does find the energy to do one more. But if not, what a film to go out on. It was amazing. And what a film Poor Things is, and I suspect, and I hope, we'll be seeing you pick up more awards for the project that you're involved in this evening, because many of us here love it very much indeed. We also got to see, of course, that performance, Billie Eilish, and I know we were all just amazed. You've seen her live, of course.
Yeah, I saw her live, but nothing like this though, because I'm letting you lot know that was the best song that was released last year in general, not just in movies. It's incredible.
Well, I know it's a good song because it's still on Faye's car playlist.
Yeah.
That's the benchmark.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's all you need to know. And it was the joke with John Cena landed really well.
It's great.
Those bits off and
Really
down.
funny.
We might, though, be about to see a historic Oscars moment because next up is the award for Best International Feature, and we could see a British winner in this category for the very first time with Jonathan Glazer's Holocaust movie, The Zone of Interest. So let's head now back over to the ceremony and see if that comes our way.
Those. The land had oil on it. When this money started coming, we should have known it came with something else. Now, most fellas out here are crooked.
So they're showing the scenes from. So every time they come back from a commercial break, they show a scene from a Best Picture nominee. Now it's Killer. They're showing Killer. It's the amazing Killers of the Flower Moon. But then they're actually showing the sound of the tribe. I think it's called Maven. I don't know how to say the name of the tribe. It's a performance. Oh no, this is live on the stage. They've got the Native American drums and singing and dancing. And one of the actors is there, part of the drums. Very nice. And the portal Okay, sorry about that. But we're back. Had some my internet dropped for a moment. So apparently, best international film just won. International feature film was Zone of Interest. And it looks like now they're doing something like with stunts. They were showing some stunts. Okay. So they just did like a little salute to stunts and stunt coordinators, which is interesting that Michael was mentioning that earlier. But it's not an yet. Anatomy of a Fall won Best Original Screenplay.
On a more important note, I've got bingo. I've actually got bingo. I've got bingo because I've got standing ovation. Zone of Interest wins an Oscar. I've got music cuts off winner's speech. Someone cries and hi Barbie, which is what Jimmy did at the beginning when he said hello to Barbie and Ken.
So this is so it's a commercial break.
That was the one.
Thank you. My work here is done. But overall, a good night. And you were just saying that sometimes the bits don't work when they do those bits of comedy stuff. But the thing then just between Emily Blunt and
really
Ryan Gosling, that landed really well, didn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
You know, it never fails to surprise me that two actors suddenly can't act. But I think it's because they get thrown into these really awkward situations where they've got to stage a debate. And I think what you saw just there was two actors who were able to mix what was scripted with a little bit of improv and just be really natural with it. And then obviously that contrivance of the two films being up against each other is something we all sharing already. So the bit works.
It worked and it was great. We were talking earlier on about the clothes in Poor Things. And of course they were just rewarded for that. And it was amazing costumes, wasn't it?
I thought the costumes were incredible, especially what Emma Stone was wearing. And actually, you know, her time in the Madame's house and what all the girls were wearing, and even the tattooed lady. What's her name again?
What the small actor?
Catherine Hunter.
Yes, yeah. I thought that she was such a good bit in the movie, and everything about it was so luscious. I'm glad that they got the recognition for that. I'm really happy
That's
about
iconic,
that.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
So interesting seeing the Brits make their speeches as well, because they're always a little bit understated.
I was
She's like,
gonna
"Hello."
say, we should give a shout out to the Brits because we're really weighing in heavy right now.
We're doing well.
We are
We're
doing
peppering this ceremony.
well. And nice to see, even though there's not a categorily for stunts yet, it's nice to see them showing some appreciation. I imagine they're working towards maybe including it in the Oscars in future years. Next year, I believe they're adding an award for casting, which of course is a crucial part of it, but stunts as well. It would be good to see that, wouldn't it?
Yep, I think so. And also motion capture. I think people like Andy Serkis need to be rewarded for their work.
Andy's doing fine.
He's doing all right.
He's all right.
But overall, though, it's maybe it's just because I'm here with such lovely company, but it seems to be a very entertaining evening so far.
Yeah, it's good. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Also, Jonathan's wearing the same blazer as the
Just needs to be
director
a-
from
Yeah.
Anatomy of a
My little
Fall.
nod there, yeah. Okay, the show's about to start again in a second, so let's go back over to the Oscars now, where it is time for Best Actor in a Supporting Role. Will we finally see Robert Downey Jr. clinch an Oscar? It looks like he may well this year. Or will Kennedy carry Ryan Gosling to the stage? Let's rejoin the ceremony live to find out.
All right.
I thought I might stay over tonight.
To do what?
Okay, actor in the supporting role. Okay, so these are previous. So remember with the supporting actors, in the five that came out, they are previous Oscar winners. All six that kind of tribute to all, each of the nominees. Okay, so we got that sorted. So he's talking about Sterling K. Brown from American Fiction. Baby Wilbur. We got Baby Wilbur. Junior. Robert De Niro is not looking too happy. So Tim Robbins just slipped up and said Oscar winning performance, Oscar worthy performance. Got a little smile out of Robert De Niro. He doesn't look so happy. Maybe as in the dress. Ryan and is that Wesley Snipes? Talking about the looks too young to be Wesley Snipes. Mark Ruffalo was an interesting brooch. People have a little red button pin on their lapels. I didn't notice it before. wonder what that's supposed to mean. What that represents. Red circled pin. Robert Downey Jr. Oppenheimer. His first Oscar win. He's such a character. Oh my gosh. I'd like to thank my terrible childhood and the Academy in that order. Oh my God. It's gotta be one of the best lines. Nice things to his wife. Veterinarian says he was like this stray broken pet and she nursed him back to life. It's got an interesting brooch too. VX in India. This one's for you. Hey, now Robert. I mean, I'm sorry, Robert De Niro seems much more genuine and I guess because the pressure is off.
That's all really. He's been nominated twice before, I think. Once for Tropic Thunder, somewhat bizarrely, and I'm trying to remember what the other one was. I did say it a second ago.
Chaplin.
Okay, no, yeah, nominated for Chaplin in 1993, Tropic Thunder in 2009. But he always gives a good speech, doesn't he? That was a good speech.
He was great.
And it felt heartfelt.
It's taking it in his stride as well. It feels like he's already won one, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, best glasses.
Yeah.
Got to be
Well, he
said.
thanked his stylist, didn't he? So.
Fair.
But nice. I think this this thing of them bringing up the 5 previous winners or 5 of the previous winners past, it's working quite nice. Do you not agree?
I mean, it's working quite nice now. I mean, I'm not sure how many we can take.
I think it's only. I think we've
got one more.
Yeah,
haven't we?
a couple more.
Two more. Best actor, best actress.
I'm
must
sort
be
of
in the leading
my
role.
mind. I'm thinking, who would say anything nice about me? That's the worry.
I would.
I don't think anyone in this room.
I would.
Would you? Thanks, babe.
But you're
Great hair.
you're also saying that you should have been up there for De Niro.
I should have been up there for De Niro. I can't believe I was.
Have you worked with De Niro?
Very much so. Very, very much so.
Has
yes.
De Niro worked with you?
Look, I don't want to say anything because you know he's nominated, and good luck to him. I gave him an acting note once. I was lying as a corpse, okay, on the slab. It was in Frankenstein. Him and Branagh were over me, and at the end, I suspect as a joke, he leant in and said, "Do you have any notes?" And I said, "You could maybe be quicker." The thing is, I thought it was fun. It was a one-off chance. And I'm thinking, he's up for an Oscar. I mean, he probably took the notes.
Was
you know
that
what I
the
mean?
scene when they were wrestling in the lab and Branagh, who'd obviously been working out quite a lot, was shirtless?
I think I would have remembered the shirtless thing.
Yeah, well, that happened. It's in the film.
Oh, that's why. I never made it to the film. They cut me.
Wow.
So
Because you gave him a note, he was like, "Get her out of the film."
But overall, it feels quite a fresh show to me. Does it not you? It feels like
It does actually, yeah.
zipping along. It doesn't feel like it's dragging. I mean,
No, I
they really
agree.
know what they're doing out there. And we've, of course, still got so many of the big awards to come. So I'm going to ask you once again, for Best Picture, regardless of the fact that we probably think Oppenheimer's going to take it, who would you like to see taking home the big award this evening, Ben?
I mean, I've been on the fence from the start of this show between Zone of Interest and Past Lives. Deep down, I'd love to see a comedy win. I'd love to see Holdovers win. It's just not going to happen. I think I'll go for, with my heart, Past Lives.
Okay.
I would love Past Lives. Those are my two favourite. Past Lives and Zone of Interest. I think it'll be Oppenheimer. I pray it's Zone of Interest.
I want it to be Poor Things. Oh yeah.
I came out of Anatomy of a Fall going, that's the movie of the year for me, but I think it's going to be Oppenheimer.
Yeah, Anatomy of a Fall would be, I think would be...
We'd all be happy.
I think, and it would be a popular room win in the room as well. How are you doing with your bingo cards? Because, as you know, I've already got one row.
I've got the
Waiting
free...
for Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, we're waiting.
I've got the
Someone
free
needs to
thing.
fall
Does that mean
over.
I've got it bingo there.
Unless you get the one in the middle. What does the one in the middle say?
Free.
Oh, yeah, that would get it.
So
If you
that
get
is
one on the top,
bingo.
you've got it.
So I need Oprah Winfrey to pop up from somewhere.
And
out of nowhere.
someone needs to trip.
Well, you know, next
Oh, no,
up...
we've had that.
No, we've had someone.
No,
No,
they
that
did
was
try
on
at
the red
start.
carpet.
Next up is the Oscar for Best
How does
Visual
that not
Effects.
count?
It's been a great night for the bit so far, and there's a British special effects supervisor called Neil Corbould, who is nominated 3 times in this category for The Creator, for Mission Impossible, and Napoleon. So good luck to him. But there is a bit of an underdog amongst the nominees, Godzilla -1, made by Toho Studios in Japan. And it's been praised for its visual effects, despite the fact that a really small budget, a relatively very small one. They use plastic models to create scenes in the film, and the filmmakers have been seen with smaller versions on red carpets. They've sent us one all the way from Japan. Here it is. This is Gojira, as they call him in Japan, Godzilla. So we may well see Godzilla stomping to the stage. It is time, though, I'm going to put him down, and remember to take him home, to rejoin the Oscars live and find out who gets this one.
I need you to be precise. Tell me everything.
Anatomy of a Fall. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito award for visual effects. What they have in common is they both tried to kill Batman. And one thing I just noticed, you don't have the microphone that comes up out of the stage. They're pointing out Michael Keaton as like Batman here, and he's got this little strict face, and then he's like, bring it on. So he's got this real. I think he was when he's Batman, he's got the mask on, right? So we don't really see his facial features. But I think he was being in character of Batman. The creator. It was filmed, parts of that was filmed in Cambodia. So I hope it wins. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, Godzilla, Mission Impossible, Red Weapon, Part 1. Napoleon. All of them have stunning visual effects. Godzilla. Wow, you got a whole 2 rows of people jumping up. First Oscar win for this visual effects team. And they're all coming up with their little Godzilla toys. Probably not toys, but props. Nice. Something about 30 years ago after watching Star Wars. Now they're standing on this stage. You know, he's reading a piece of paper. I'm guessing they're Japanese. Proof that everyone has a chance. Got that. To show the row of the rest of the team that didn't go up on stage. They've all got their cameras. Oh, there's the music. You did it. Thank you. We've got a picture of somebody who's obviously passed away who was an inspiration. Who looks in the crowd. You know, there's only so many seats in the theater compared to how many Academy members there are. So they always, some, you know, other than the nominees, like the rest of the audience, they kind of rotate the availability of tickets to go. Film editing. Oh, Andy in the house. Andy. No, it wasn't. It's yogurt. It's yogurt. Yogurt. I'm watching it wifey. Okay. Reckoning Part 1. All the Godzillas. Scratchy audio skips. All right. Oppenheimer. Oh my goodness. They weren't winning anything in the beginning. Maybe they're saving the big ones for Oppenheimer. But take a deep breath. She's young to be an editor of such a big movie. to the director, she goes, "You're okay too." She said she was terrified when she first got hired. That he instilled confidence. Oh, you saw, yeah, I saw Oppenheimer too. It was a good movie. I mean, it didn't feel too long. Of course, I was sitting in the VIP with my feet up in the recliner in the VIP cinema, so it's a lot easier to watch a long movie than sitting in a regular theater chair. Now another song, Never Went Away, performed by John Batiste from American Symphony. So it's very calm song, and the last one with Billie Eilish, also a very, very slow song. It sounds like the kind of song that would be at a very poignant scene in the film. And then if you're watching the film, if you're caught up in the film, and you're caught up in that moment, then that song always resonates with you because you always go back to that moment when you hear the song. You know, having not heard the and seen the movie, I don't have that attachment to it at all. And in the portal, I'm calling it the portal. They have the moon, and when they were doing the Native American song, Wazazi, the song for my people, Wazazi, then the portal had this really nice, like sun, which was probably the flower moon or something, but it was like a sunset. It was really pretty. Okay, so
Poor Things is in the top spot with 3 wins so
mentioned
far.
these clips.
Oppenheimer has won 2 awards and
Sort
then
of like
1 Oscar each for
yeah,
American
the
Fiction and
Oscars.
Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers and The
Just
Zone
saying
of
so
Interest.
before
We
becoming
were just saying, it's so lovely to see the young person just winning for editing there.
I am
And then we realised they probably weren't young, they were just young because we're old.
involved.
Oh, I know. You will go on about that
That,
element of us.
that was Jennifer Lane, America, for her first nomination for
Here at
Oppenheimer
Nielsen.
and her first win as well.
Send,
of course.
our committee sends
Amazing.
I was surprised that Zone of Interest wasn't nominated at that because
to
that was a
represent
feat of
Cambodia
editing
for
like no other.
feature.
Yeah.
I agree. I didn't understand why that wasn't in there. That seemed
Feature, and
obviously. I mean, all that footage that you were talking about.
Maybe
And
after
how
a
they
while they
put
just
it
balance it
together.
out and they think,
anyway,
come
I'm
on,
kind of talking.
They're going to win
let's
plenty of
give
other
these guys
Mm.
something.
The song there, that
I don't
was
want to get in
from
trouble with
a
the
show
Academy,
which
so
you've
that's
seen,
why
haven't
I'm
you?
not
Yeah,
showing
American Symphony
Mhm.
the Oscars itself.
documentary.
Feature documentary about John Batiste.
And it's about his road to the Grammys, but simultaneously nursing his wife, and it's absolutely stunning as a doc goes,
Yeah.
don't you think, Rich?
Beautiful,
But
really,
that's what
very,
I-
very uplifting.
That's one of the things, because documentaries, and I love seeing a documentary on a big screen. You don't often see them, but that's one of the things that this does so well, this ceremony, which it does shine the light on films which you might otherwise miss. And then you'll see that and think, okay, I will now, you know, make the effort to go and see that. How many of the documentaries, the others did you watch? You also 20 Days
No,
in Mariupol.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made the mistake of watching it before I went to bed and I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with it. I mean, it was phenomenal. it was interesting because it's not technically the best documentary you ever see. It's the voiceover.
Did I miss something?
There's
Why are they
no music. It's no frills, but at the same time,
is that what
peppered throughout.
Next?
Ben, guess what? I'm going to interrupt. Coming up very shortly, I'll be joined by the owner of that Oscar, which is in there right now, Eleanor Andavich, live in the studio, and she's bought the statuette with her, as you know. But for now, it's time to head back to Hollywood for more Oscars action. I'm so sorry, Ben. I keep doing that.
Hello, I'm Lenny.
Leonard Bernstein.
Yeah, Maestro. I did see Maestro. It was very good. Very good. It was very interesting the way they kept going, jumping around in time. Thanks, Funky Monkey. Now they're showing the orchestra, which I mentioned is like in the middle of the portal, upstairs level kind of thing, which is very unusual place for the orchestra. I didn't see that movie this time. It's a funky movie. So Jimmy Kimmel's sidekick on his show is, was like making a toast, handed out tequila to everybody. So now we have America Ferrera and the lady that played the crazy Barbie doll. Okay, so we're doing documentary feature. So you're naming like famous documentaries, and then Kate is like saying Jurassic Park, and America. No, that's not a documentary. You should say, one goes, well, who have I been sending my notes to? And then still The last repair shop got a lot of repairs. So the last repair shop won. Now they have the microphone that comes up out of the floor. We're talking about public schools, and music programs. We're talking about LA. They've got a little girl who's 12 years old that's on stage with them. It's a student learning the violin. Documentary short or feature. Those were the short. That was the short film. Bobby Wine, the People's President, The Eternal Memory, Four Daughters, The Tiger, These Days in Mariupol. Is Mariupol in the Ukraine? Yeah. What's the look of it? It's Mariupol. It's a city in Ukraine. There's your political statement. They have little smiles, but very solemn, the people on stage. First Oscar in Ukrainian history. Oh, I wish I never made this film. I wish you could exchange the Oscar for Russia never. I cannot change this history. But we all together, among you are some of the most talented people in the world. We can make sure history is set straight. And the truth will prevail. And the people of Mariupol, those who have given their lives, because cinema forms memory. Memories form history. So thanks everybody. No music cut off in here. If you would stay within the time, they did not cut off. You've got to remember the Oscars are really a big popularity club. It's a clique. It's the members. And if you get nominated or win then if you get nominated or win, then you actually you're eligible for membership. So they're careful about who they nominate, right? Because once you're nominated, you're in the club. So it's not only like the best performance or the best film, it's who they want to allow in. Interesting to think about when it comes to the Oscars. It's just a reality. So let me refresh. Because I'm still here on StreamYard, but let's see, my VPN is still connected. Refreshing the stream. Here we go. Hey, Spunky. Spunky monkey. Spunky's sitting next to me now. We have an hour and 22 minutes left. It's still loading the page, but at least it started loading the page. Sorry, we have to do it this way this year. Let me look on Twitter, see if it says anything's happening while I'm down. I've got the Academy on Twitter. Okay, just the last post is the 20 days to Mariupol. Come on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Play. Yeah, 22 left. An hour and 22. Yeah. Come on. Now it's saying refresh again. Andy, you're watching? Like, so what's happening? Is it a commercial break or is it like still, are they presenting something? Play. Come on. I'm not seeing anything. check Twitter again. Maybe I'm lucky and it's commercial break time. Oh no, they did best cinematography to Oppenheimer. Okay. So maybe we've got a commercial break coming in. Of course, we don't get to see the speech, the acceptance speech. Come on. Boring. Sorry. Oh, something went wrong. Refresh. Come on. I'm usually very pleased with my internet. I don't know why it's doing this. But I can show you guys. So best cinematography. So Killers of the Flower Moon hasn't won anything yet, has it? I wonder if they're going to snub Scorsese. I would think that they would want to recognize. Oh well, you know, they might give the best actress to Lily Gladstone. See, you can see what I'm seeing. It's not. Oh, there. Now, if I click on the play already, then that's when it jumps back to refresh. I wonder if I should give it just a little minute to like fill up. Let's try. Come on, come on. Open. See, there you go. Something wrong, refresh. Well, the commercial breaks have been pretty long. But I'll check Twitter again. Oh, best live action short film, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. Okay, so they squeezed that one in. So maybe now it's the commercial. Maybe we're still in the commercial break. Either that or they finished the commercial break and they just came back and they did that one. It says 39 seconds ago. Come on. Here we go. Okay. What? I'm on a live stream, James. What?
Wes could not be here tonight. We accept the award on his behalf. Oh, Wes. Hey, congratulations, Wes. We knew you could make them long, but wow. Thank you so much. Beautiful.
Performing the Oscar-nominated song "The Fire Inside" by Diane Warren from the movie Flaming Hot, here is Becky G.
Okay. Sorry. So now they're doing a song. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I know. I'm on live stream right now for another hour, so I just told him I'm not doing anything right now. Okay. Bye. So they've got in the portal, they've got all this fire and flames and pyrotechnics. They've got kids dancing in red pants and white shirts with little hearts on them. Oh, I guess as long as it's not playing, I can show you what's going on. This is all. There we go. Sorry.
Photography was a deserved win. I think we all agree.
Yeah,
even those of us who
definitely.
didn't necessarily love the movie. And I know that you had some problems with it, but you liked the way it looked, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, problems for even seems too strong. I mean, I think all the movies
Okay.
up for Best
We have a
Picture,
commercial
most
break.
of the
I'm gonna
nominees
go
here are they're
commercial
all
break. I'll be
great,
right
great
back.
movies. It's just it's such a strong year that I have to think about the ones that are exceptional. It's as simple as that. Like
Yeah.
Oppenheimer was great. I didn't dislike it. I actually really enjoyed it. At the end of the day, it's a biopic. I'd probably rather watch the documentary. But I'm picking, you know, I'm plucking hairs really because all of the movies are great. Oppenheimer's for me is the weakest of an amazing bunch.
Yeah, so it's still a great
But
film.
he's
Don't you think,
shooting
though,
on.
with-
He's also shooting on celluloid, and there's not a huge amount of CGI on those films. He builds models, so that is a deserved win for cinematography, I think.
Yeah, big
But
time.
don't you also think that, you know, we've still got Best Actor to come, and sort of everyone in that category, and also everyone in the Best Picture category, probably got those scripts, got those screenplays, and thought, this is it, this is my Oscar winner.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
all of these other movies
Yeah.
came out,
Yeah.
and now we can't tell who's going to win in all these categories because the caliber is so high.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, it's
you're
a
going to end
strong
up with
year.
a situation where somebody's going to be the Andy Murray. Could be Past Lives, could be Zone of Interest. You know, these are incredible movies.
Although Andy did win, of
I
course.
was going to say, hang on, are you putting him in as a winner or a loser? He was
No,
a
he's saying that
winner.
he had
I mean,
such tough
over his
competition.
career.
Yeah. He
Like
was
you're
up
not.
against-
Andy Murray would have won a
Ben,
million
I'm just going
Grand
to have to
Slams.
interrupt you there because we have Oscars coming up. But next, we've got a performance many people are looking forward to. Ryan Gosling will be taken to the stage to perform Barbie hit "I'm Just Ken," which is nominated for Best Original Song, although he seemed utterly bemused to win Best Song at the Critics' Choice Awards. Ryan Gosling is about to take the stage, so we'll return now. We're going to go back now. They're not quite ready over there. They're not going back now, so we can enjoy this. Here he is performing it.
Oh,
Which-
Okay, and back. Peacock interview panel, yeah, so that you can watch something. So when there's commercial breaks in the U.S., and the British one, which is what I'm watching, is has that panel on. Achievement in sound. So it's talking about like we had silent movies. It was the golden era, but those people are crazy because without sound, you wouldn't have all these great movie quotes that last week we did all those movie quotes, right? You wouldn't have those without sound. I wish you would because you'd have it on the screen. You just have to read it. He's saying Field of Dreams should win Best Picture because it's the best movie. You have to be careful. My chair's on rollers, and Piggy is right behind my chair on the floor. If I roll backwards, I'll roll over him. Not. Oh, here's Piggy. The creator again, which, like, as I mentioned, parts of it were filmed in Cambodia, so I would love for it to win just because of that. There's a lot of good sound effects. Because remember, sound includes all that Foley sound, which is like footsteps and doors closing and, zone of interest, got it. Yeah, so you like my peacock feather background, huh? Just first I thought you were thinking NBC peacock, but it's on ABC. And I just made the connection. Talked about a delayed reaction. That's what happens when I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Delayed reaction there. Oh, look at that. Shoes. Very interesting. Wearing white shoes with his black tux. He's even pointing at his shoes. We thank the Academy for listening to our film instead of watching the film, listening to the film. That was clever. Okay, now is a performance of I'm Just Ken. And they've turned all the lights. He's actually starting singing in his chair, right behind. So you got pink lights on the whole auditorium. And he's in his whole big pink suit with pink gloves, pink piano. A lot of choreography. Wow, a lot of choreography. They should turn up his microphone a little bit though. It's an amazing performance. All the choreography, everything going on. They've got these big cutouts of the original Barbie doll head. Who's that guy on the lead guitar? Got a big hat on. Very famous rocker. Andy, you guys are watching. Who's the guy doing the lead guitar? Who did he just grab? Grab someone by the hand, bring them up on stage. Now everybody's crowding around. Who did he grab? Standing ovation. Everyone's got wow looks on their face. It was quite a
who appeared in the movie dancer Liam Whittick. Liam, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Hey.
So great moment there. Great to see
Awesome
that.
moment.
And they threw in. We noticed that Slash from Guns N' Roses there. You said Shooty was there.
Shooty was there.
Yeah, my invitation was probably.
Well, you were here.
You were already
had to be
booked.
here. That's it.
You chose us. You made the right decision.
Exactly.
What was it like filming the sequences for you? What was it like on that incredible set?
Do you know what? It was brilliant. It was really good fun. It was a little pinch me moment. As a little boy, you know, always wanted to grow up and dance, and yeah, just to be there was just wonderful. And just the whole community, the vibe. It didn't feel like work at the end of the day. There I am on the right.
Wow.
Easy. But yeah, it was just great fun. And yeah, we actually managed to film this in a day. So it was quite chaotic, the filming and everything. But the rehearsals took about a month. And Jennifer White, the choreographer, and associate choreographer Lisa Wellham did a fantastic job. Yeah.
I mean, you're part of history now. You realise that?
I know. No, the momentum and everything that it had was wonderful. So it was
Wonderful
lovely to be a
thing.
part of the journey. Yeah.
That was a great moment. Spielberg seemed to enjoy it as well. What about the other awards we've had so far? What do you think so far of the ones that we've just watched? What are the kind of high points for you?
Zone of Interest sound, I think, was pretty well deserved. We were just talking about.
We were just saying that.
Like, you could almost watch that film with your eyes closed and still kind of feel something massive.
Yeah, and between that and Oppenheimer for me, because I think the sound in Oppenheimer made the movie very seamless, especially flitting between the two different timelines. So I was happy with Zone of Interest winning because I thought that the sound really, really made that film even more impactful.
I know, Faye, you particularly enjoyed the speech that they made.
Oh, it was just so English. Just sort of talking over each other. He's got very white shoes on.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day is not Mother's Day in America. But I have to say that one had to win. That for me, that was sort of hands down. It was always going to happen.
Liam, I don't know whether you know. I don't know whether you've been invited, but do you have any information on Barbie 2 yet that you can share with us?
I mean, why is it Barbie 2? Why not Ken, the movie?
Well, I think that was the whole point of the first film.
What about men?
Yeah. Very Ken-centric over there.
No information as of yet.
No, but you'll be ready when they call.
Absolutely.
You know the real winners tonight, of course. Mattel.
They're loving it, aren't they?
I can't believe it. But it's been a really sort of joyous evening, hasn't it? I mean, it is great seeing, but more than previous years, I think. I don't know, it might be just because we're here, but it really does.
No, I think 100% it is. I think just from the moment Jimmy stepped out, you could feel it was slightly different. It was a bit like, all right, we've done the drama, we've done the boring ones. Like, let's just pick it up a bit.
Do you know what also feels really good about this year? I actually think there's a lot of excitement for things other than the acting category. So sound, cinematography, costume.
Yeah.
I think that people are really interested because of maybe the strikes and what's been going on in the roles that aren't just focused on people saying the words on screen.
It does feel like the community is rewarding everyone in the community. It isn't just about the stars.
Yeah.
And I have to say that Ryan Gosling just lifted it to another level.
I take it back. It was really good. I'm sorry. I take it back. It was really good.
But it's so good because it's silly, but it's still professional. You know, it's just got that uplifting spirit.
Well, it's time to see if Ken will take home the Oscar for Best Original Song. Let's rejoin the ceremony live.
Are we saying there's a chance?
So they're showing clips of Oppenheimer for Best Picture. Remember, every time they come back from break, they show one of the Best Pictures. He showed Jimmy Kimmel's holding the pants that Ryan Gosling was wearing, these pink pants. He's like, "You're bidding at $10,000," and Bradley Cooper's mother's like, "Yeah, I mean." Now they've got Ariana Grande and somebody else to present. Oh my goodness. What is this dress? And she looks like a big pink cotton candy. What? And she's so proud. Can't even hear Ariana Grande because she's too far away from the microphone. Okay, so score is that background music. Killers of the Flower Moon has got a lot of applause. Oppenheimer, so Poor Things, big applause, about equal to Killers of the Flower Moon. Oppenheimer. He's young. And it's not his first Oscar. So I'd say he's got quite a career in it. The green leather. Oh, was it leather? I don't know if that was leather. I'm okay with that green dress. That's okay. No, but I want you to tell me, Andy, who was the rock star that was doing the solo during I Am Ken, or the Ken song? I'll take another look at it. I'm not sure. It could be. That could be. Could be leather. Oh, it was in my head. Yeah, that does look like leather. Give people a quick peek. There you go. The Billie Eilish song. That was from Barbie. What was I made for? Oh my God, that Ariana Grande dress looks horrible. Mm. Nightmare. She looks pretty smug. They've also got the red pins. Music's gonna come up now. Billy and Mish. Hot Pink Mess, yeah. Who played? Didn't catch that question. Scratchy audio. In the I Am Ken. No. Okay. Let me see. No, it's like it doesn't like YouTube. When you're live, you can still go back, but this doesn't have that option.
Too. John won 2 Oscars.
So I can't go back.
Difficult to know where to go. I mean, it's genuinely. I don't know how you would cope with that. At that
Nice
age.
problem to have, though.
But I think you know the bonus she's got is she's done it all with her brother. So I think if you've got someone like that you've been with almost from birth, from birth, you know, it's like it's unique, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Someone to keep you grounded.
The outfit there is nice to see Ariana having a duvet day. Staying comfy out there, but I mean, it must be tough to know what to wear.
Yeah.
She's so little inside that massive dress.
Slash.
Warm though.
Yeah, she's
Slash.
warm.
We have a leaderboard. We can check in on the leaderboard if you like.
You know
to,
what I did? I
because,
just typed
Oppenheimer is at the
Google.
top now after winning 4 awards.
I typed in Google rock legend lead guitar player, and on the second row of images, there he is, because he's got the same hat on. I told you this, like I recognize that hat, but I couldn't think of who it is. It's Slash. And what band was Slash in? Look, I'm clicking on the no, not the Wikipedia. Guns N' Roses. Okay. You know, it's funny because my first thought was like Axl Rose, you know, but no, I'm like, no, he's the blonde lead singer, you know, but it is Guns N' Roses. So his name is Slash. That's the guy that came in and did the guitar solo. Sorry you missed that, Andy. You're my music guy, so I figured you would know who it was. Okay, here I'll.
You got killed. You were laughing.
One of the funniest moments.
Even when he's like, oh my
It was a
god,
callback,
when he's
wasn't
like, you know, said that he smells of fish all the time.
No, come on. Holdovers and Poor Things are comedies, right? They're comedy dramas.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's,
Do you
there's
think
straight up jokes in both?
Well,
of
the
those
Golden Globes, they split it, don't they? I think they have. So you
Comedy
think there should be
drama,
a comedy drama?
I do. I think there should be like drama and then a comedy musical category.
A comedy can't win against a drama. It's ridiculous
Yeah.
putting them up against each other in the Oscars.
And yeah, when you have a performance like that, the Ken number from Barbie, you're like, it lifts the whole evening.
But Divine won, and she was in the comedy, and
Which is an amazing thing. I'm so glad, but it's not going to win.
But she was the drama in the comedy.
She was the drama in the comedy.
Fair,
Although
fair.
she was also one that made me laugh out loud 4, 5, maybe even 6 times.
What did we think about Ludwig winning best score for Oppenheimer?
Oh, did you do the? I don't remember seeing the Governor
Jealous of
Award
his whole
yet.
existence.
And you liked the
And his
score?
hair.
You missed that part. You took the
Like I said
album
before,
up
I think that
and you missed the Ken production
it
number.
just tied the
Well, there
story
you
in together
go.
and made it quite seamless for something that could be quite complicated.
Yeah, and he always
yeah.
does that amazing thing of having that machine, like the sort of ticking clock, and he did it
So
with
how
Dunkirk,
dare
and
you
it's
walk the dogs
you know
during
the sort of
Ken-
building in the suspense into the score was just amazing.
And for a movie being about
really was a
a
good
bomb,
production.
essentially, it wasn't too loud because you know, like the crash bangs and wallops sometimes can jar you. So actually, the score calmed what was quite a dramatic film.
If you could use fewer terms than like crash bangs and wallops so the rest of us can understand when you're talking about music, that would be great.
My muso stuff coming out.
But there's not that many awards left to go. We're heading towards the big ones now, and
did an
this is where it
emoji,
gets really close, of
Andy.
course. So let's head back to Hollywood now for more Oscars live and see who takes them.
I see that. I see the second emoji. Oh, are we back to the Oscars now? Okay, so let's take this down. This is Anatomy of the Fall. Oh, or maybe this is Zone of Interest. Oh, here's the in memoriam. In memoriam. Harry Belafonte. Alan Arkin. Can't read all these. Tom Wilkinson. Paul Rubens. Pee Wee Herman. I believe. Bill passed away? Did I know that? I love harmony. I love those jackets. I love that dark blue brocade jacket. That's what I call. That's the color I want my hair. Richard Lewis. I wouldn't have recognized his name, but Edward Marks, the guy that was in the Breakfast Club, or was he like cinematographer or something? Oh, yeah, I think that was Judd. Carl Weathers. I wouldn't have recognized that name either. Tina Turner. Did I know Tina Turner died? I don't remember knowing Tina Turner died. Hmm.
So are no longer with us. It's always a somber moment of reflection when you see that. It was nice to see Matthew Perry included, even though he's not primarily known for his work in cinema, but certainly I think they probably couldn't have done it without.
It just has to be said because he's like a part of the furniture. He's like such a huge part of popular culture. Sort of transcends TV, friends, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good reminder of like how
well
I think this particular ceremony has gone. That they nailed the in memoriam, like absolutely nailed it.
It can be easy to get it wrong.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely moment, and you really do sense in the room, that people are missing people, and of course the people who've given us all so much. We're heading towards. We've talked about Best Actor quite a bit. That's coming up, I think, next. But we're on the verge of Best Director now as well, so it might be worth spending a moment or two chatting about that. Only one woman nominated this year, the 9th woman to be nominated in the history of the Academy was Justine Triet for Anatomy of a Fall, which I think all of us adored.
We
loved it.
Loved it.
But up against tough, I know that you think that one's a comedy, but it's up against some tough dramas here, Ben. No, you don't.
I still believe there's 3 comedies in that list.
Okay, so we've got Justine, we've got Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon, and I think, although I'm sure we've all admired his work, I don't think any of us feel he should get it this year, or do we?
It just doesn't feel like he needs it. I mean, he's incredible.
But regardless of that, the quality of the film, do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't think it should win. I feel like you're scared to say it. I don't think it should win.
No.
Well, it was 3 films in one. Well, it was. I thought it was more of a soap opera. It reminded me of Emmerdale. It was the rural thing. Yes, there was a lot of cattle. There was a pub, local pub.
There was. Yeah.
We were there for hours and hours.
It's a different take, but it's falling into place for me.
In a different year.
It was a
I think,
Western?
yes, but I think in this year,
I don't think it's a
Wasn't
very
for
good
me.
film,
Wasn't for
but
me.
I think she is great in it, Lily. So we'll see if she was. Yorgos Lanthimos, of course, director of Poor Things, Faye's favourite movie. Any else think Yorgos has a chance this year?
I'm hoping. I've got my fingers and toes crossed in my pointy shoes. Honestly, I love this man. Nothing that he does will be wrong for me.
Love him and love his work.
Yeah.
Also in there, of course, Jonathan Glazer, that we've discussed, and the person I think may well get it is Christopher Nolan, of course, and we'll find out in just a few moments. As I said, there's just 4 Oscars still to go, and next we've got 2 of the biggest awards of the night, actor, that we've talked about, and director, and both of them could go to British winners. So let's rejoin the ceremony live and find out.
I don't know if they're doing a Governor Award. I don't think we missed it. Oh, wow. Wow, my broadcast is 20 seconds ahead.
We're back at the Oscars. Well, some of us are back. Some of the others are getting up and hammered. And
yeah, 47 minutes left in the show. 15 minutes per award. No. All 5 original members of NSYNC. Nice. So, yeah, for the acting awards, they're doing this 5 previous Oscar winners coming up to talk about each of the current nominees, which is nice. I like it. I was reading a script. Oh, that's interesting. So Nicolas Cage is talking. He looks a little odd. He's got the sideburn things going on too. And he said that oh, okay, I'm back again. So what Nicolas Cage was just saying about Paul Giamatti. Now we got Ben Kingsley talking about Oppenheimer, Killian. Ben Kingsley had a lot of passion, and it was riveting to watch. Forrest Whitaker. Talking about the guy in Boston. This was a really good movie, Boston. Rustin was about um, the Martin Luther King Jr. speech at the Lincoln Memorial. Oppenheimer. And the guy that like helped organize that march, the March on Washington, uh, and everything he went through to, during the process of helping organize it. It was a good film. So, right. Yep. I was gonna say there's a little bit of Irish that was just coming out in his accent, which wasn't there in the beginning. I was thinking, I thought this was British, but now he's talking very American. I'd like to dedicate this to the two people. And that was really interesting. Just before you said something about being Irish, I heard a little bit of Irish accent. Now Steven Spielberg's coming out to present must be best director. It's been a great and eclectic year for movies. Okay, best director. Christopher Nolan. Wow, it's his 8th nomination. I didn't realize that he'd been nominated 8 times. Martin, they showed Martin Scorsese sitting there. He's not wearing his glasses. I wonder if he's got contact lenses in. His glasses are kind of a signature for Martin Scorsese.
Oh, that was cute. Thanks. He says a name, but it's his wife. And an amazing producer on all our movies and all our children.
Oppenheimer, as Cillian Murphy and Christopher Nolan took home their very first Oscars. First Oscar for both of them. Nolan's been nominated a number of times before. But I mean, I think everyone agrees that they deserve them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This had to be Christopher Nolan's win as well. You know, I think for any other film, I mean, I thought Dunkirk would have taken the Best Picture, but for Best Director. But yeah, it had to be him. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was less kind of like narratively straightforward, though, wasn't it? I mean, this is more feels like a film, and I can see why people would engage with it in that way. You were pleased to see him win?
Yeah, no, very pleased, and I think that it for 8 nominations. If he didn't get this one, I would wonder what the Academy would actually like him to do.
Yeah.
So I'm
exactly.
because you know he's really pushing the boundaries of what it means to be a director, especially with the length of this movie as well. So I'm really glad this was the one.
It's interesting though that his work is always kind of authentically his. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's a Christopher Nolan movie. You know, he's put that kind of work in, and it's obviously great for us that we have another British winner there, which is exciting.
Come on!
Yeah, it's exactly what I was about to say. You know, see a Brit and an Irishman up there as well. I feel like we've kind of swept this.
Have we just won them all?
He won the award.
The first one to
I just think
see
Americans have been introducing us, and then we come up and.
So thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Happy Mother's Day.
It's a new joke. An Irishman and Englishman walked into the Academy Awards and went home with everything. But a lovely moment and a lovely speech, I thought, from Cillian as well. I mean, you know,
really
someone who is obviously quite a reserved person and quite a private person, you know, to see that joy on his face.
Yeah, he really was.
I mean, you'd think.
Smiling the whole time.
Yeah, you would think, if not now, when? But
yes, but it was gorgeous. I thought both of their speeches were really, really lovely, really from the heart. Didn't feel over prepared, and I mean, you can't help admire everybody who is standing up there.
Also, I think Cillian, you know, when you first saw him was it 28 days later?
Yeah,
the first time you saw him, you were just like, that guy is going places. And he's worked with Chris Nolan so many times now to have held this entire film in IMAX, in close-up. It's like, it's almost like it's his muse for this particular piece.
And nice, I think, for him to use that moment to point out that we are living in a world which is forever changed by what that film's about.
Yeah.
And then to sort of like remind us of people, because of course that was kind of one of the problems I had with the film. I felt it sort of lionized that man in a way without really forcing the audience to look what he'd done, even though he was going through that anguish. But still a powerful piece of filmmaking and fully rewarded. And nice to see Cillian mention he was Irish as well, because I'm sure I've made the mistake of calling him British in the past.
Yeah.
And it's an important distinction. It's time to rejoin the stars in Hollywood for the final time now for the last 2 Oscars of the evening. But who will take home the awards for actress in a leading role and best picture? Let's go back to the Dolby Theatre and find out right now.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't notice. And there's names being said of each of the person. It was recording the audio of the person saying their name, winning the Oscar, and the Oscar goes to. And the person that said their name when they won their Oscar is the one announced, is the audio that's announcing each of their names. Little details, a lot of thought went into this. I am impressed. So Michelle Yeoh who would announcing Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall. Oscar night. I still don't know if she did it. So that's an interesting clue to the movie that they don't actually say whether she did it or not. Sally Fields talking about Emma Stone. Is that the girl from Hunger Games? Talking about Lily Gladstone. I don't know who wrote these, but they're kind of wishy-washy. They're not as inspirational and everything as the earlier ones were. They're just very generic, like AI wrote them. Jessica Lange, Carrie Mulligan. Oh wow, she's young looking. Wow. They did a good job making her lifespan. She looks too skinny though. Unhealthy skinny. Emma Stone. The poor thing. Hmm. Her dress is broken. She's emotional. Oh, and I get buffering. Oh man. This is looking like it was going to be a good speech. It was very emotional. I hope I don't start buffering too. Anyway,
Yeah, Poor Things got a lot of Oscars. Let's see, well, we got a minute here. One, two, three, four, four. So they've got 4 awards. Let's count up how many Oppenheimer has. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more than Poor Things. But if Poor Things, I mean, Zone of Interest has 2. Yeah, Barbie. One original song. We had 1. Okay, so we got Jimmy Kimmel again. Is it going to cut to another commercial break before Best Picture? So Kimmel is reading nasty tweets about himself. Monkey. Now he's making Trump jokes. And everybody's laughing and clapping. '50th anniversary of number 2. Al Pacino is presenting the Best Picture. It's pretty short. Like his dad. His dad is pretty short too. And I think I'm 5'2". I'm not sure. Meters. 1.68 meters. What is that? 5'6". Oh, that's taller than me. I'm 5'2". He's 4 inches taller than me. I wonder if that's cheating. Because I swear, you didn't look taller than me. With Oppenheimer. I was just hoping we weren't having another Warren Beatty moment there. He was like, I think I see Oppenheimer. Yeah, it's Oppenheimer. All right, best picture Oppenheimer. So that, well, he already gave some best director speech. So let's see, we give some time for other people. Letting his wife, the producer, speak. She's talking about having dreamed of this moment. And she's standing there, everything's gone out of her head. An interesting dress. Very glamorous. I'm not sure what the body is made out of. You've got the like satin across the top, and then you've got like lace with sparkly diamond things. Look at those emerald earrings she's wearing. I think it's the Academy. Give me some time for this other guy. His glasses are very interesting. They're very wide. That's nice. All right, so that's it. Thank you, everybody. Oh. All righty. I'm gonna go take a nap. It's buffering, but that's all right. I'm just gonna close it. It's done. All right. So, any overall thoughts? Thought everything was kind of spread out. Well, nobody really had a broad sweep. I mean, in the history of the Oscars, winning 6 isn't. I mean, while Oppenheimer definitely had, 6 Oscars being the most of any other film, as far as Oscar history, it's not. There's people. I think 10 or 12 Oscars would be the record. But for the night, definitely Oppenheimer stole the show. Poor Things got a lot of recognition. Barbie, I thought Barbie might get production design or costume. Didn't get any of that. But it did get Best Original Song, but not I'm Just Ken. It was What Was I Made For? And that's the only thing Barbie got. Actually, Oscars generally do go to the dramatic films. So the fact that it had so many nominations speaks well to the Academy accepting them and wanting to recognize them through nominations, but just not through wins. American Fiction got Best Adapted Screenplay. Anatomy of a Fall got Best Original Screenplay. The Holdovers got Best Supporting Actress. The documentary feature, I think, was definitely, if all things were equal on quality, which I don't know, I didn't see any of the documentaries, but let's say they were all equal, they were choosing the message about Ukraine by choosing this one. It might have been better. It might have been better made than the other ones. Okay. But if all things were equal, definitely a message about Ukraine. Zone of Interest picked up Best International Feature Film. They did not give it Best Picture, but they did get Best International Feature Film and Best Sound. So there you go. John Cena, sans clothes. Yes, without clothes. That was, I don't know if he had some kind of like string thing on that, like fishing wire, you don't see it picked up by the camera. I don't know if he had something on just to make sure there weren't any accidents, or if they make some kind of pasty thing for men. I don't know. But he certainly had all his muscles pumped up. That's not like when you're just normal every day, your muscles aren't defined like that. You've got to like do some push-ups or something to get the definition of your muscles to pop out, so he must have been back there getting ready. John Cena was here in Cambodia. I was working with someone that I knew. His name was Thomas from Hungary. He does a lot of like special forces training for military, special forces, police, stuff like that. He's got a training that he does, and he goes around to different countries and offers that training. And so not only was he interested in a film project that Thomas was trying to get together, which never happened, but he was also offering training, I think, while he was here, or he was on his way to another country to do that training. I remember that. So Yeah, John Cena. Nice enough guy, yes. All right. So I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, my time. Now it's 9:30 a.m. my time. So audio's good now, 5 by 5. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I guess, I mean, having the other tab open, it wasn't a tab, it was a separate browser. I had two browsers open. So I guess that interfered with the sound a little bit. I mean, having the other sound going was, I'm sure, interfering with my microphone. So anyway, well, we'll end this the normal way that I'm sure by now, if you don't, you will now know now that love transcends time and space. So wherever and whenever you are watching this, know that I love you. And my love will be there for you and touch you. So with that said, I'm going to end. It was great to see you, Andy. Great, Michael. Thank you, Michael, for joining earlier. Thank you, Andy. And anyone else who's popped in, thank you for joining me. And I will see you later this week. See you tomorrow. Bye.